This is Tom negotiating with Jesus. It is now the afternoon. A little different time schedule. I love the morning. Now it's evening. So the songs that we're working on. So the first song is kind of thing going on. So that's back with John. So it's E minor, then it switches to A minor, so key change. So everything changes, that gets a little higher. I always write songs, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. That's kind of a standard of all kind of old school rock songs or whatever. It's pretty typical. And I like that style. It's the style I grew up with. So it's verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. The bridge in the key of A minor, F, I think, is a good chord. E, that is not a standard chord, so it's a little kind of variation. Rules can be bent, they can be broken. Breaking them often makes for an odd sounding or even a wrong sounding song. This sounded okay to me. Same with the walk down. That is not in the key of A minor, which is the same as C. No sharps or flats. This would be a F sharp. So you can bend rules. So this song is A minor. Then I go to the next song. It's key of D. And that's a song called Superhero. So writing songs, according to Kepi, who I linked in the last two descriptions, a nice formula for writing songs is you come up with an idea, concept, give it a title. And that seems to be the way I kind of accidentally was part of my songwriting experience. So I wrote songs, and a lot of people just write little lines, little poetic lines. It's something very fun to do, to write. So I've written all kinds of poetic lines, and then when I found out I could write songs, I wrote a bunch of songs. And now I want to try again to continue that process. I believe I can, which is one of the keys to being able to, is just thinking that you can. So songs. So Superhero, it was this song, and I'm going to always be kind of a Christian Jesus-y type song. So Superhero was about Jesus. This song was fantastic for me to write because it had, as I wrote it, and this you'll find with authors, is they'll sometimes talk about a muse, or that things almost kind of fall into your head. It's like conversation. When you're talking to somebody, you're not planning conversation. Things just fall into your head. Memories, observations. It's very strange that the human consciousness, we just say things. We imagine things. So imagination, I'm a little bit creative and imaginative, but probably a little too much. Makes me a little ADD or something. So this song superhero, I start writing the song. It reminds me of Batman and Spider-Man. I mentioned both of them in the song. Batman, when I was young, the Adam West Batman, I used to watch the show. It was fantastic. They would fight, and Robin would hit some big lug in the jaw, and pow would show up on the screen in some kind of animated description or animated sound effects. Slanty floored villain's lair. Slanty floored villain's lair. That was Batman. These people were crooked, so you go to a villain's hideout and everything was tilted. So slanty floored villain's lair was one of the lines. So I can come up with kind of little rhymes, whatever. But speaking of life of its own, when I start writing a song, the more the song went along, and the more so there's a superhero. Jesus is the superhero. But in superhero stories, there's also often a supervillain. So as this song progressed, the villain more and more turned into just a shadowy figure that was a cow. It turns into a lot of barnyard or a lot of strange images that to me, it just kind of fell into this process where the story started going in a direction, and I let it. So to me, it was very fun. It had some of the most fun lyrics that I'd written. And I'll tip the beast if I'm not careful. So the idea that there was some beast after me, which is the villain, the supervillain, was some kind of shadowy monster. And of course, I'll tip the beast if I'm not careful. Kind of a reference to me, in my own mind, to like cow tipping, which is a myth, I think. But so moving on. So I close that song out, and then I do another song. So I have 8 songs. So the third song is All Along. A man born blind as a stone, begging strangers is all he has ever known, looking for a healer, can't see any other way, praying for mercy to find him where he lay. So this song, so the concept, what came to me, a lot of times it's choruses, it's just a little phrase. And if you like songs and you imagine any of these things that you could do it, you write little phrases down. So the phrase was, "Give me life, make me see now. I turn to Jesus, my hope all along," something like that. So, or even the verse might have been the first thing. At the gate is a man born blind as a stone. And so a phrase comes to me, and you write it down, and then you play with a little bit. The gate is a man born blind as a stone, begging the strangers all he's ever known. Now, I changed it as I started playing the songs and trying to perfect them. The idea of looking for a healer. So he's blind, he's looking for a healer. That kind of odd play on words, whatever, that was interesting to me. So looking for a healer. Can't see any other way. So give me life and make me see just enough eternity that I might stay when it seems all hope is gone. Set the course, lay the plan. When I've done all that I can, I turn to Jesus, my hope alone. So I named the song All Along, and to me, songwriting is something I kind of get, that you can do it. So the key to this site is going to be, I've been practicing and trying to do exercises. So I'm doing the Cage system. I practice my exercises. I do Cage. The pentatonic scale on each string, plus in each position. I've been practicing D and G pentatonic as well. But the patterns, there's 5 patterns in 5 positions. The C position. In the key of C, we're playing a C chord. Then we play a C chord with an A shape, then a C chord with a G shape, and a C chord with a E shape. So these are bar chords that you learn when you start playing rock music for sure. On an electric guitar, and then a C chord with a D shape. So, I do my exercises, I do my string exercises, because I see that playing, getting between positions is useful. So, all along. So I'm playing this kind of, I don't even know what it is. It's kind of an F, but you're adding an E. So it's some chord, I don't know. So the songwriting process, as I imagine this song, there's 3 parts to it. One is a blind man who's looking for a healer. Then there's 2 girls whose brother dies. And I'm thinking Bible story, so the blind man, there's several blind people in the Bible that get healed. I kind of combined the man born blind and a man at the gate who I think was lame. So these are ideas, concepts. I gave it a title. I think that's helpful. All along. So you get some place where you're aiming. So a title is some kind of aim. And so then the third thing Kepi says is some kind of framework that moves the story. Where do you want the story? How's it going to move? So in this story that I wrote, it's a man born blind, wants to be healed, 2 sisters whose brother dies. Why didn't you save my brother? And then the third part is, so I do verse 1 and 2, chorus, verse 3, chorus, then I do a bridge where there's some resolution to the whole thing, and repeat the chorus. So to me, I like my own songs. You want to be able to like your own songs. So this one I like. I like the way it plays, but I'm an average player, so it's not real fancy. I'll use that same shape again in another song. The next song is Walk to the Well, which is one that has a little pattern. This song based on the story in John 4. If you open up John 4, these stories are so great. The Bible has stories that are great. Now, when you write a song, maybe you're writing a love song, same ideas apply. I was thinking about laying out a love song. Today I was at work, I was thinking about some ideas about what a love song might look like. So we'll do some writing, some actual on-the-spot writing, because I think that I'll be able to do it. So this channel is going to be eventually some kind of community of people who want to kind of follow along with me, kind of want to commit to doing exercises. We're doing exercises. And then getting to a point that if you have the standard, if you can play average, if you do your exercises, songs lay on top of this ability, these exercises. So I'm committed to every day. To doing my exercises. The last one I do every day. The ABC. Oops. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Going throughout, all over the neck. Every day playing the notes. So the exercises that you must do, you must spend 10 minutes doing some kind of work that's not play, not just fun. You gotta learn to play chords. Gotta learn rhythm. Gotta be able to play chords quickly and easily. We're going to be able to know the notes. A, B, C, D, E. We're going to learn some bit about theory. We're going to do some exercises too and use the caged system, C-A-G-E-D. So another song, a little bit about another song, and that is All Along. So we've gone over a couple songs. I will play the songs at some point, but I'm going to talk about song structure and what I've done so far. There you go. That's it for today.